Rejected, betrayed, but never broken. A rogue by fate, a queen by fire. This is my story. Chapter 18. Vex. Walking down the hall with Aiden's mom hanging on my arm feels weird. Hell, the entire exchange outside felt weird. It felt very motherly. I can't remember the last time someone gave me a hug like that, let alone the amount of compliments. I couldn't help but smirk at Aiden as I led the way toward my office, with my two wolves close behind. I feel a shiver of excitement at Aiden's expression. He obviously had not told his mother who I am to the rogues, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't give me some satisfaction to make him flustered. As we arrive at my office, I pause just inside. To me, it feels plain. But you'd have thought it was some kind of enchanted forest, the way Aiden's mom looked about the room.
"This is quite a dignified office,"
she says, standing next to Trevor, taking his arm while studying each corner of the room, until finally turning back toward me.
"You must be someone very important to have an office of this size."
I shrug, walking around my desk and sit down, before motioning to the seats opposite of myself. It depends on what you consider important, I say. They all take their seats. Trevor takes the seat on the left with an amused look, glancing at Aiden, who has taken the seat on the right. I notice Aiden's jaw is locked, and I believe his eye just involuntarily twitched. Leaving his mother to sit in between them, either oblivious or ignoring Aiden's discomfort. "So, what is it we are here to discuss?" I ask. She looks at me, folding her hands together in her lap.
"Is the new rogue leader joining us?"
I arch a brow and look toward Aiden, who meets my gaze. Yup, his eye is definitely twitching. With a confident smirk, I focus back on his mother. That would be me. Her eyes widen as she looks at Aiden, before looking at me again.
"You? You're the rogue queen? I had no idea. You never told me, Aiden."
She turns towards him.
"Why didn't you tell me?"
Does it really matter? We have more important details to discuss. Details you said we couldn't go over on the phone. Ones that involve Vex and I both.
"Don't change the subject, Aiden. Why didn't you tell me?"
My apologies for not making it clear earlier. But would it have affected the information you insisted on giving in person?
She glares at him for a few minutes.
"No, but we can discuss that later."
Her focus shifts back to me.
"Queen of the Rogues. Well, I have to say that is quite an accomplishment, though you did always show promise as a leader, as I recall."
I nod, waiting for her to continue. Digging into her handbag, she pulls out a manila envelope and slides it across my desk.
"In here, you will find a detailed account of everything. I assume you will want to check my facts, so here is the information."
"Your information?" I ask, narrowing my eyes, taking the envelope and inspecting it closely. "And what information would that be exactly?" She glances at Aiden.
"Well, dear, it's proof that you and Aiden are mates."
The room goes so quiet you can hear a pin drop. I look at Aiden and back at his mother. "And why would you be bringing proof that we are mates?"
Because I asked her to. I felt it deep within my soul. Since the moment our eyes met, I could feel the undeniable pull towards you. And now I can prove it isn't just in my head. And as much as you've denied it, I know you feel it too.
My head is spinning in a million directions. He has been investigating as well? I look at the envelope. Is this information real? Could Aiden be my true mate? I tighten my grip on the envelope and take a deep breath. Bethany's words play back in my head. She is still his mother, which means you cannot trust everything she tells you. I need more answers before I make any rash decisions here. So rather than responding with how intense every emotion inside me is begging to erupt, I calmly say, "Thank you for bringing this, Mrs. Timberland. However, I glance at both Trevor and Aiden before focusing on her again. I will need time to go over everything carefully. His mother looks at us all before saying,
Vex, I know you do not believe me, but what I am telling you is true. You are Aiden's fated mate, chosen by the moon goddess herself. I could go over the full details now, but as Aiden has said, you as well as him needed proof. Look over what I have provided. All the facts are right in your hands.
I look at Aiden. I can see the tension in his muscles and the certainty in his eyes. He believes her, but I can't just go on her words alone. I will review this, and then we can further discuss.
Of course, dear. Well, the trip was long, and I am feeling a bit jet-lagged. Aiden?
His eyes stay locked on me as he stands.
Yes.
With that, she stands up and gracefully makes her way toward the door. Aiden stares at me for a moment before following and closing the door softly behind him. As soon as they were out of earshot, I let out a deep breath I didn't even know I was holding before turning to Trevor, who's watching me intently. Vex, he says softly. I shake my head, staring back at the door. For years now, I've always thought that being the leader meant having absolute control over everything. But right now, it felt like such an illusion. This, if it is true, would change everything. How can I trust this? I finally say. What do you mean? He asks. Vex, why wouldn't it be true? I look at him. It's been almost 6 years, Trev. I was thrown out of the pack with nothing. Nothing but my best friend and a backpack. Everyone said he wasn't my mate. How could he be? I pushed my feelings down, buried them along with my past so I could move forward. Told myself that everyone was right, that you were right, and now I'm being told the opposite. How am I supposed to trust anything? He stares at me for a few minutes. Don't trust anything, he finally says. Go over the information. Investigate it. Be 100% sure before you make any decisions. I stare at him. I will. Though I admit, being his beta, it seems like you would be pushing for me to believe it. Oh, don't get my words twisted. I am hoping it's true, he says as he heads for the door. He pauses. I may be his beta, but I am your brother, and I've only ever wanted what's best for you. Investigate it. Find the truth, and I support whatever decision you make.
Smoke in my lungs, fire in my veins. They tried to break me, but I rose from the pain. Step in my shadow, you'll never escape. I'll walk through the ashes, I don't leave a trace. I